Let's start the show. Mm-hmm.
All right, you're already breaking up. I already can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you
I
hear
heard
me?
you. I did, and then you started doing your Chappelle Show guy voice, and it all went to shit. It's all ruined. Hello?
Uh, can you hear the game?
Let's find out.
Yeah, 1 second. Can you hear this?
I can hear that. It sounds
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It sounds
Let's
like the end credits of The Matrix.
How does it look at 15 frames per second?
It looks like a Bill Clinton cartoon. Choppy.
That's cool.
But
The
yeah,
idea that he would animate something like this.
yeah, no, like his hand-drawn, like colored pencil version of F-Zero, but it would be going through somebody's like small intestine or something, and it would blast out of his body, and all of his organs would go flying. And the guy would be like, "Oh!" And you'd see like a loop of his face screaming.
Yeah, like something this game is missing is just like brutal executions. You should see the guy just like go through his windshield into the lava.
F-Zero games are tasteful, usually.
Yeah. There's no blood. It's not Mortal Kombat.
No, it's for kids. But
I guess.
You're a dinosaur?
Oh no.
Right? You're a dinosaur?
I'm a dinosaur. Oh yeah, I guess I am a dinosaur.
Your facial expression doesn't change even when you're in pain. But maybe that's what dinosaurs were like.
They want you to kill them, like that guy from the Silver Surfer game.
Well, no, this is why dinosaurs went extinct, because nobody could see they were suffering.
I don't think they were suffering until they were. That it was just too late to save them.
Too late to save them. And who would want to?
I mean, their skeletons look happy too.
Big smiles. I'm just imagining, all the creatures who survived being like one guy's like, "We gotta save the dinosaurs," and everyone else is like, "Why?"
It's like
T-Rex.
It's like Fred Flintstone and Barney. It's like, we gotta save the dinosaurs. It's like, Barney.
Well, yeah, the dinosaur is eating his disposal garbage. He can't let the dinosaurs die.
Although I guess it would be the opposite, because Fred is the one who relies on dinosaurs, and they do all the work for him. And Barney is the one who's always inventing stuff. Like, he's like the caveman inventor who created the wheel.
Right, he's trying to get them out of the Stone Age here.
Yeah,
Fred is letting the Stegosaurus clip his grass.
Well, until the Stegosauruses go extinct, it makes sense, right?
Sure, take advantage while you can.
Yeah, but like Fred Flintstone is not thinking that at some point the dinosaurs will go extinct. They're not aware that that's coming.
No, that's true. Speaking of the Flintstones, Pebbles Pebbles has the little baby girl, like, I don't know what it's called, but when a little girl is growing out her hair for the first time,
the Pebbles.
Yeah, like the hair is so short that you have to put it in a little barrette, and it just stands straight up on top of her head.
It's like a Mario 2 plant, just like sticking up out of the ground.
Yeah, sticking straight up. Why does she have that when she's an adult? Why does she have the same hair when she's an adult?
So you can tell that she's still a baby, like how like the babies grown up and all grown up are still like, hey, remember when we were babies? We used to eat worms. And it's like they're still babies because that was the whole point of the character, was that they were the baby, and Pebbles was like a ratings grab where she was like a baby that they had.
But no, she's hot.
Now she's hot.
Babe.
Have you seen her lately? She's also a baby.
Well, she gets married to Bam Bam. If you believe that happened. What do you think? Did Yabba Dabba Do happen?
I mean, I don't know. Didn't they just like bang the girl on the head and like drag him by the hair in those days?
Right,
Or is this the modern Stone Age?
People are saying I'm a little quiet.
Oh.
Am I a little quiet? I can move my mic closer.
Make this game quieter, maybe. Yeah, try making your mic a little louder.
I just moved it closer to me. I don't think it's sitting on the computer, but I don't think the computer fan is gonna be too loud.
I've made everything louder.
Now they're saying no game sound. Like they can't hear the game at all.
Okay, how about now? Do you hear the game now? Do you hear the anything and everything? How now, brown cow?
They hear the game. They hear the game, and I sound a bit better, they say.
Good. A bit? Here, I can make you all the way up.
Yeah, make me all the way better.
All the way good. How's that? Now it's too loud, right?
Are you doing all of that while racing in this game?
Oh, I just had like I have a button over here and a dial over here. So I turned one up and I turned one down. I'm not actually racing against an opponent though. I'm just sucking at this game.
All right, apparently I'm all the way up now, like that song from 15 years ago.
What song?
The French Montana song that goes, "I'm all the way up." Right? That was 15 years ago, wasn't it?
I don't know what that is.
That was like I would say this to my son. That was before you and me and your father were married.
All right,
oh man, an alien saved you.
What
was
should
9
we
years
put
ago.
on?
Okay. All right. The before time. I was married to your father then. 9 years ago. My son, who I'm talking to right now. It was before you, though. Yeah, it feels a bit older than that. I feel like a song like that ages very fast. So, is it not possible to play the GameCube intro?
Oh, right. I couldn't get that one going. I think you need to have the BIOS, and I don't think that this has the BIOS.
Okay, that's fine. What I wanted to say about the GameCube intro is like, you know, Mike and I collect retro games, so Oscar is very, very familiar with like a lot of games from different eras, and I've said before, I'm never getting a fucking Switch 2. It's never gonna happen. No matter, like, you know, he doesn't ask much, but I'm never getting one. And like the thing I'm holding in my back pocket is one day if he's like, I really, really want a Switch 2. All my friends have it. It's 2045, Mom. When are you gonna get me a Switch 2? I'll just be like, I'll just turn on the fucking GameCube and he'll see and it'll be the greatest thing he's ever seen. He's never seen that.
Yeah. So you need him to be equipped with not just the games and something to play them on, but also the original hardware, because it was cute and purple and it went like this. This doesn't even do that, because like I'm an adult now. I play my GameCube games without the intro. Like, you know, I play fucking Smash Brothers on my computer. I'm gonna do that next, but unfortunately, there's something wrong with it. You'll see. More on that later, as a YouTuber would say. You know that? Everyone knows what I'm talking about. They're always like, more on that later. No, stop.
Never.
Dude, there's never coming back. You're never going to do more on that later. I'm over it.
You're spending 80 hours editing this. You're going to forget and I'm going to forget. It's a lie.
Yeah. You're going to watch it. You're going to watch this like 3 more times. And every single one of those times you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got to do more on that later. And then it just never happens.
Never. It just means what it means. More on that later.
More on that later. Well, there's another version of that that's like, I have an entire video on this subject, so you can watch that here. And I never do that either.
You know what's the biggest lie is like, I could make a whole video just out of this. Like, I'm waiting for people who've said that about my work for so many years. I could write a whole essay about this.
Oh.
Well. Why don't you? Finish it.
Yeah. Well, finish it. That was my professor. You've been thinking about that one.
I've been thinking about that one's stuck in my craw.
It's you know, your thing's working. It's working out. So finish it.
Yeah, finish it. Yeah, that's really good. So yeah, one of these days, I don't imagine the GameCube is super expensive as far as like retro consoles go. I feel like people are sleeping on the GameCube still.
Maybe. My brother has mine, and I haven't asked for it back. But you know, it was kind of a cool like special GameCube with a mod chip that had a little red button in back that if you press it, it would let you play Japanese games.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm sure I'll just buy one and get it modded at the store while I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And then one day when I need to break that out instead of the Switch 2, I know it's gonna make him happy. It's just cute.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna not want the Switch 2. I think he's gonna want them all. But like, you do have a little time if you can like show him in succession what everything was. Like, he hasn't really even seen the N64, has he? Has he gotten into Diddy Kong racing at any point? What about the DS or the 3DS? There's so many games that he can play.
It's true. I can just break all of those out anytime it feels like we're running out of games. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, he hasn't gotten into Smash Brothers, but the people who like Super Smash Brothers are still playing Melee.
Right. Oh yeah, no, I went to a bar in Halifax one time because we'd walked, like Mike and I were out and we'd walked past and we saw people like with video game stuff in there, and I was like, oh man, they're doing some kind of like video game meetup in there. Let's go see. And we went inside and they were all sitting there playing Melee and we went up to where they were playing, and I thought, you know, it was going to be like this fun social thing, but they were all just like really intensely staring at Melee.
Yeah.
Playing in silence.
Well, they're probably all like betting, so it's like it's a serious game going on between competitors.
Yeah, they were so serious. We just like looked at it for a few minutes and left.
Yeah. This might not work.
Really.
This might be broke. The game wasn't even doing any sound effects.
Oh no. Yeah, it was going to be a silent sound effectless version of Melee. You were kidding about no shadows, right?
Yes.
Okay. I really like the idea of that.
It's just
Like,
not
if you could turn the
working.
shadows and the sound up, just not working at all.
Like, just not working in every way.
Wow, that's too bad. I wanted to be freaked out by it.
Here, let me try doing a regular match. Yeah, like there's no Mario. It's just like silence.
Ooh.
All right, I think I can
Melee is a
fight.
game. Melee is a game exclusively played by brothers and their friends. I would play it, but reluctantly.
I don't know if it's possible to play it. We couldn't get it going on the Wii, and now I can't get it going right here. Look how it just like
Wow.
gives up.
I think I need a GameCube. I think I gotta get a GameCube.
Yeah, you gotta get a GameCube. It's the only way to play.
It's the only way to play. That's too bad.
Yeah. What else do we have? We have I think we already did Sonic Heroes. We didn't do Sonic Adventure DX.
Is that on GameCube?
Yes. I've heard it's a...
Hold my hand. Together we'll make our dreams come true. Yeah, I want to hear the butt rock in that game too. Mario.
I remember when Joyce was staying with us, she was so upset about the like she would mimic that because of
Oh my God.
many times she heard it.
Yeah, our aunt who never had children or played video games herself cannot deal with the repetition of a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be hard. I can't imagine like living through the back end of the 20th century, living through the 60s, living through the 70s, just to get to like the fucking video games we played in the 90s.
Yeah.
What's that feel like?
I don't know. It's like if you're like xenophobic or racist, you'll be like feh at all the Japanese stuff. You'll be like everything's Japanese, or you'll be like everything's gay, like the gay hedgehog.
Yeah, video games are pretty gay, but if you're like even if you're like, you know, I feel like our aunt's a pretty open-minded person, and she still cannot tolerate an annoying video game.
I mean, we were playing it kind of all the fucking time. Me and Artie especially were playing Smash Brothers. You know, sometimes there were friends over, but it was really just boys and their friends. You and Jackie wouldn't play with us.
No, but it was always on. It was just like I would just sit there and watch because it was on.
Yeah.
Like I would have loved if you were playing something else, but it's what
survival.
Yeah, it's true. It would just be on after school. Like Artie would come home with his friends, and they'd just like he'd have pre-packaged friends to play it with right after school. Oh, you want to talk about
Oh no!
why don't you come up and see me sometime? I was thinking about that before the show.
Yeah,
Why don't you come up and see me
I don't know what that is. I just think it's really funny. It's like come up and see me sometime. And so it's like a cartoon that does that.
So Gabby's saying Mae West. I've looked this up before, and apparently that's not the quote.
All right, this game is also cursed.
The quote is not why don't you come up and see me sometime? Like it's not super far off from that, but like considering that's literally what everybody says, or did say. I don't know how many people are still saying. I don't know how many TikTokers are saying that quote, but it's not exactly what she said in the movie that it's from.
Okay.
It's okay.
What was the
Portland
movie?
says, um, okay, don't know the movie yet, but the quote is, "Come up sometime and see me."
Oh.
It's something like that. Yeah, I don't know if that's the exact words, but it's pretty similar to that. It's not, "Why don't you come up and see me sometime?"
So what's
She's
wrong with like the bastardized version of it?
nothing. I mean, it's better. Like, well,
Come up
it's
and
like
see me sometime.
well, it's like how people see Rosemary's Baby and they think they saw the eyes of the baby, but they don't actually appear in the movie. It's like everyone hears that line and they think she said it like that.
Yeah.
Apparently she says it to Cary Grant and She Done Him Wrong. That's the name of the movie. She come up and see him sometime.
Yeah, I'm struggling trying to think of other things like this. Like, doesn't ET not say ET phone home or something like that?
I think he does say that. I
Hmm.
remember specifically, I remember seeing it in Spanish and E.T. saying, E.T. telefono mi casa. I think it's probably just because of Looney Tunes, right? Like the reason we all know this line is because there's a character in a Looney Tunes cartoon sometime that says, "Why don't you come up and see me sometime?"
Oh, am I still sharing the game to you?
Oh no, I don't see the game at all. I thought you were just sitting.
No, I got Pikmin open.
All right, let me see. Oh yeah, I see it.
But yeah, that's
Yeah, this
funny.
looks
Cartoons are notorious for just like taking gags from the radio or the movies.
yeah. Well, yeah, they didn't immediately have access to the movie, even though they were Warner Brothers. They probably could have seen it anytime they wanted, but they weren't gonna go back and, they weren't gonna go over to the studio and find out what the fucking line was. They're just gonna say what sounds funny that day. And that's more real. That's more real than the quote. Nobody's watching that movie anymore.
They would
But
also say like,
everyone's saying this line.
well, yeah, I mean like cartoon fans who would make cartoons would just like copy them and like say I'm only 3.5 years old, like not even
Yeah,
knowing
and say that
what that was stolen from.
Yeah, like the whole idea that like cartoons are when like a character hits another character on the head with a giant mallet. Like cartoons. Somebody
Yeah,
wrote that. That was a joke that someone wrote.
yeah, it was a joke that Tex Avery came up with, where a squirrel pulls a giant hammer out of his ass somewhere, and he flattens a bulldog into like a circle, which he turns into it. Wait, this is just from like the Tex Avery show. He didn't actually make this gag, but it's still copying him.
It's copying him, yeah.
That's all his ideas. Even Disney copied that joke where somebody takes a staircase off the wall and folds it up. They took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
Controller's not working for some reason.
Oh no. Wow, the GameCube is fucking up. Well,
It's
not the GameCube, the
fuckus.
Dolphin.
The Dolphin is fuckest up. I mean, the controller's working. It's just the C stick isn't working. I don't know why it's not doing. Computer, do.
Duck takes a giant hammer out and smacks Hitler, yeah. Yeah, Thingus is during nap time today. We're doing a little Thingus afternoon.
The Thingus afternoon.
Yeah, it's like Disney Afternoon. What was Disney Afternoon? It was like it was like Tailspin, Gummy Bears. Just these shows I like watched reluctantly. It was
I
just
never
like
watched
bad.
them. I didn't know how to find them. I never saw them when they were on.
It was hard to find Disney shows on TV, but there was a it was like ABC would show Disney in the afternoon for like it was like 2 hours of Disney on TV that you didn't have to pay extra for or have a box for.
Yeah.
Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, yeah, just shit after shit, right? Oh, Goof Troop was part of that. You must have seen that.
I remember Goof Troop sort of. I don't know why. I don't think I watched it. Um,
I didn't really watch it either.
I guess I just remembered a Goofy movie.
Right, Goofy Movie is way more canonical than Goof Troop. Although Pete's wife is not in the movie.
Yeah, they still
So
have
you must have watched
PJ
Goofy.
and Max,
Yes.
but not
Right.
but not Peg or Pistol or like they're out of the picture. That's all you have to know. That's all you need to
Yeah, that's all you
know.
have to know. Right, you took all the information you needed from the show and never watched it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there's context for this like miniature Pete that follows him everywhere, but other than that, the mom isn't even part of the story.
No, it's about dads.
Yeah, it's about
I
dads
love the
talking to
Goofy
each other.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Under your
it
thumb.
gets better as I age. Oh, we've got so many people who are not normally tuning in because we're broadcasting in the afternoon. Hello, everyone.
It's the Thingus afternoon. This is
Thingus
Thingus.
afternoon.
Hello, we're
this is
siblings, and
Thingus.
we're talking about the past. Like, I remember
We're
playing
talking
this
about the
game
past.
when I was like sick, and this game just like came in the mail, and I was like really sick, but I wanted to play it, and I was like on some
Pikmin.
medicine. I was like drowsy as fuck playing this for the first time and experiencing all this stuff. And Meredith was there. She was there too. She might have also been kind of stoned. Like she was like, the old dude can carry that all by himself. Check it out. And I was like, am I alive? Like I was like the kid. I was like the kid from the Is This Real Life video. Like I back in the day, Sudafed was real. I'm like the kid from New York, that guy who's like talking about Quaaludes. It's like back in the day, the Sudafed you got from the pharmacy was like real pseudoephedrine, and it was
Right.
that's the stuff they would use to make crystal meth, and it kind of fucks you up. I
Children, calm
think.
down. Yeah, the real Sudafed. I had no idea.
And I think I was on that while playing this game in like
For the first
2001.
time,
Yeah.
we were both high. I was not on Sudafed, but you heard about Station to Station coming out on Switch. I'm glad you're excited. That's great.
Cool.
Yeah. So for those who've never tuned in before, my brother Joe and I'm Meredith, and my brother Joe and I play video games every week, and we talk about the past. We talk about, not exclusively, we talk about the news of the day. There are quite a few people who turn to us for that.
So America turns to.
But we play these old games, mostly old games, and we're always uncovering funny memories together. So it's it's like I don't know what the word is. I'm sure there's some form of therapy that does this, and that's essentially what we're doing. and I can't live without it.
Yeah, it is. It's become a ritual for like 3 years now. We've been or something like that. We've been doing Thingus shows every week.
I stopped counting. Yeah, it's like the old. I suppose the old episodes are full of gems to be archived and shared, but I don't even think about the show when we're done recording.
I never
It's
look
just
back,
part of me.
darling. It distracts from the
Distracts
now.
from the now. Oh my god.
I was
I
just
love it.
watching that. It's really good still.
Yeah, really good.
Watched a bunch of Pixar movies like Toy Story 2 and The Incredibles 2. Was, you know, so upset.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, back in the day you might have gotten me with that, but it's like that's a get the guy moment. That's a they got the guy, and you think because they got the guy, it must be good.
Because they got the guy, it's going to be good. It's the biggest
But he's
lie
just
of all.
some guy, some guy who he's not who he used to be anymore, and it's like
No.
we can't that can't be helped. It's nobody's fault. I you know, I don't think that means that you shouldn't be some other guy. I think you should be some other guy. It's like, I don't know, a director and a studio like Pixar needs to constantly prove itself new every single time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's just like if you like, you know, 10 years later or however many years, well, they wait like 15 years to make another
Yeah.
Incredibles. Like, all right, so you assembled some of the same people in the same place. That's like basically a ritual, you know, like a ritual where you pray for the same good movie to be conjured twice.
Yeah.
And it's like when they were all working on The Incredibles together, they were doing a real good session, you know? They were really hot. And
Yeah.
everyone's ideas were good. They were cooking together. And you can't just go back to the same spot and do it again. Like that's not possible to do with anything.
Yeah, they went to the impact crater to get the lightning to strike back into the bottle.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but you have to be like a total wackadoodle to think it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how like they didn't recreate the conditions for the storm. They just like, I don't know, they just like prayed for it.
They did a rain dance.
They did a rain dance for The Incredibles.
In my mind, The Incredibles 2 is just like that photoshopped image you posted of like they made their hair gray. Like,
yeah.
That movie got finished and that's still what I think it looks like.
It's like a meme of like The Incredibles and they look exactly the same but their hair is gray.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Dash is older and the others look the same. Or like the baby is older.
The baby is older and the other two kids haven't changed.
Yeah, like Violet looks exactly the same.
Yeah. They should
no,
made
and
them
Dash
older in the
is
second
like
movie.
Dash is like a weird adult. He might just be. There was another weird like AI one where it shows Andy as like it's like supposedly Andy grown up, but he's like Woody. His face is just Woody's face. I love fucking terrible YouTube thumbnails. I feel like YouTube thumbnails are what's fun on YouTube anymore. Like that's what you go on YouTube for, is to find just like the underbelly of humanity, just posting the stupidest looking shit.
Yeah, no, you're right, and it's an experience that you can't remove from context. Like you'll never be able to build a museum exhibit of YouTube thumbnails. Like you need to experience being on there, being agitated, and seeing those fucking images, like and like having them sort of pushed to you specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, like or you look at it while not logged in, and you're not sure who the fuck it's being pushed to.
Well, lately I turned off my search history, and it's like a monkey's paw, because it refuses to do anything for me if I turn off my search history. It doesn't show me anything, but it doesn't even remember what movie I was watching 5 minutes ago.
Oh God.
So I'm sticking to it though. I'm being pretty stubborn about it.
Yeah.
Let's see for how long. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay. I still have coffee. Yo,
A beverage.
I was in
Excuse me.
8th grade when this came out.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we
in
actually talk
8th
about
grade.
the past? Well, we do talk about the past, but I feel like we're I don't know, we're always talking about everything. I don't know. Sometimes
Yeah,
it
because
connects to the past.
the past is not an isolated thing. It forms the context for all of our stupid opinions that we have about things now.
Yeah. But yeah, like
see.
we have these memories that you can't even separate from the games, like where you were at in life at this point. I was in a new school and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, no, it really sucks. Like
I was in
in our
chorus.
district where we grew up. Yeah, in our district where we grew up, I never meet people who went through this, but like we went from elementary school 6th grade, where we were in kindergarten,
Yeah.
to high school. There was
Yes.
no middle school. It was
Yes.
7 to 12.
Yeah.
And you show up on your first day, and there are gigantic 18-year-old kids
Yeah.
stepping on you.
Next to your locker, talking about how
Next to
he
your
got a
locker.
little of you on his shoe. Fee fi fo fuck off.
It was so terrifying to go into 7th grade. It was terrible. And it made
sucked.
everyone I had grown up with mean instantly.
Yeah.
Like 7th grade and 8th grade was so mean because everyone was on their fucking toes, trying not to get their asses kicked all the time.
Fucking sucked. And yeah, that's what this game makes me think of.
that you got a little break from it. You got to stay home and play Pikmin and just hear da, 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 da. Just peaceful music.
Yeah. Get away from being bullied every day. Well, I think the bullying got even worse later. And then, just like before you know it, just like immediately disappears forever.
Well, I always think about the story you told, which I'll probably botch, but I think constantly about you saying that this kid would pick on you in choir. And he was just absolutely relentless with you. He's standing next to you in choir, absolutely relentless. And then one day, while the teacher's not looking, you just like it's like this thing that like martial arts people in movies are always trying to do, which is like have their fist just like 4 inches away from something and punch it with their full strength without winding back. Like that's what I imagine you did to this guy. You punched him so fast and so hard, and then you got back to standing normal and you got away with it, and he didn't bother you after that.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
that's basically it. Like, like the kind of shit he would do is he wouldn't punch me. He would like tap me on my shoulder or spit me with a spitball. And one of the times it just became too much. I just punched him, right in the cheek, like really fast. And he,
The face.
Yeah, right in the face. And he like, right, you know, for a second he was like, why you? Like he was about to hit me back. But, you know, he was either too much of a bitch or the teacher came back and he didn't want to get in trouble. So he just like turned away and like let it go. And, you know, kind of was still mad about it until like the next day. And then he was, you know, never bothered me again because
didn't bother you again.
You know, he knew I would do to him. No, I punched him. I got him. Yeah. And yeah, you're right. It is kind of like that. It's like it's like the coffin in Kill Bill. It's like, what if your opponent is 2 inches away from you? Do you cower like a little bitch, or do you put your fist through him? And
right,
they just like grabs his mustache. Can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you had to do that. There was no like.
I didn't hit him hard enough to kill him. You know, lucky for me, nobody even noticed it happened. But it was enough to end him as an opponent. As
a bully, yeah.
He was nice after that. He was like rolling out the red carpet.
Nice.
He's nice now. Well, that's what Goku does. He beats people up and then they're friends for the rest of the series.
Right.
They're all nice now. Like Piccolo is like his best friend, and Piccolo was going to destroy the world.
That's right.
Vegeta,
Vegeta
I mean, not Frieza.
Nice now.
Frieza was never nice
Frieza's
now.
Gotta go. Yeah. But they never make Frieza cute.
They made, you know, that's because Frieza's racist, and as evil as Vegeta is Goku's family, his dead family. Right. It's what's left of his planet, so he can't.
Let him live.
I guess. They do wish him back with the Dragon Balls, but it's like one of those nicer dragons that lets them wish back multiple people. I don't know if they would ever use a wish to revive Vegeta. How badly do they need him?
You know, I never paid attention to the story of Dragon Ball Z ever. I just remembered the fights. Like I remembered the fights enough that I could. Man, it's so fucked up how there's just dead creatures in this game and you carry them off.
I guess it's you know, circle of life.
It's the most like frank about nature game I had ever seen.
Yeah.
Up until this point.
Yeah,
something
frank about nature.
Ground.
This is food. Yeah. We're turning it into little Viv gives. We're you know, when we leave the planet without these guys, they get eaten by those guys. So it's like, you know, circle of life, or you know, the zigzag of life.
Yeah. Usually in a video game, someone dies and they just disappear.
Yeah.
There are no bodies of your enemies.
Yeah, the bodies disappear, and that's something that makes it easy to kill video game humans. That, like, you know, there's not going to be any remnants or consequences. You know, nobody's going to find the body somewhere.
Yeah, it's troubling when you see those dead creatures that you killed. Like, they succumb to their wounds and die, and lay down and die.
This game was serious about teaching you the consequences of leaving Pikmin behind. And they're serious about the cycle of life that makes all of their shenanigans possible. They're very weak individually, but strong together, and they die.
This is supposed to be like, this is all happening in like a backyard, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's all supposed to be like our planet.
Yeah.
And they're very small.
They're all like so tiny you wouldn't even notice them. They're like those red gnats that you sometimes see crawling up your leg and you just blow it away.
These guys are plants, but they're animals. So they're kind of like the guys from Mario Sunshine. They're like
Yeah, GameCube was thinking about that.
They were thinking about like plant animal hybrid.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. It's so calming.
Yeah,
No,
it's peaceful.
Excuse me, I've never read the comic Beautiful Darkness, no. Not familiar. The other day, I get to bed really early most nights now, and I was lying in bed at like, 9 p.m. or whatever, and Mike is like sitting on the other side of the bed looking at his phone, and he's like, shots fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I said, oh yeah? What cunty little comedian did they get this time? And he had to clarify to me that he was talking about real gunshots.
Yeah, shots fired is so you're nobody takes that seriously anymore to say shots
No.
fired.
It
Cunty
means
little
somebody said
comedians
something
fire
big.
shots.
Yeah.
What cunty little comedian? Well, they don't want cunty comedians making fun of him.
No, they don't do that anymore. So you have to use a real gun.
But is a real gun funny? I mean, we're always people are getting shot up everywhere in this country. Is it funny that it's happening in the government?
You're laughing. They shot up the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and you're laughing.
I'm merely asking questions, whether or not it's funny.
Well, I think some of it was a little funny. It was funny to see some of these, these people in the government run and hide. It was funny that there was a story about how Kash Patel's girlfriend ran off with another man and held his hand. It was funny. It was funny that RFK abandoned his wife and she was completely unguarded following him behind.
Bum bum bum. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, there were some funny things about
his wife, by the way, who is Cheryl from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's Cheryl. Yeah, I know.
Weird. It's like
crazy. Yeah,
I'm weird.
Didn't he like compel his previous wife to suicide?
What? I've never heard that, but
Oh, I mean, this is a pretty common thing with I'd say politicians in general, but especially conservatives, second or third wife, the previous wife killed herself. We think.
Good Lord.
Well, that congressman that just resigned, that congressman who just resigned,
oh no, my Pikmin are gonna die. Sorry. Sorry, I'm going to lose some. The consequences.
Oh, no. The consequences are now.
It's too late. Oh, maybe they're in the ground. Maybe they'll survive.
Oh no.
We'll see. We'll see. The bulb orbs are gonna eat them if they didn't make it.
Oh, I see. So the ones in the cutscene made it, and everybody else is dead.
Like after we lift off, the bulb orbs come out, and yeah, see, they're chasing some.
Oh, it looks like they only got one.
We'll see how many they got. I think they got like 13.
Oh man.
Oh, we lost. Yeah, we lost just one. Okay.
Oh, nice. His wife, according to Patrick in the chat, his wife killed herself, then told her sister to publish RFK's diary, which had all of his sexual conquests he's had while they were married. Right, she got driven to suicide. And then, yeah, there was this congressman who just resigned like a couple weeks ago, who his mistress set herself on fire in his office.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
What else? Yeah, no, it's really gruesome.
What
It's
else
too
is
gruesome.
what else is funny about the shooting?
Oh, right. Yeah, this is what it came down to. It's all the
You're
women who
laughing.
killed themselves because they had to be with these men. Let me think. What else is funny? I saw that like Moleskine did like a series. They did like a Lord of the Rings series of covers. Like I don't buy this. I don't buy these Moleskine books anymore. But like they made this Lord of the Rings series, but it was all AI generated art.
Ugh.
And I saw somebody call the company Mole Slop.
Mole
I think
slob.
it's pretty funny. Mole Slop. Man, what else do I got?
Let's see if I wrote something down. Yeah, people do that. They call Microsoft Microslop. They don't want you to call them that. They banned the word Microslop in their Discord. It stuck out like a sore thumb, and people made fun of them for that.
Wow. But like people have been saying shit like that about Windows for decades.
Well,
why don't they like micro?
Well, because Microsoft, isn't providing anything unique. They're keeping us from their fucking they always make it harder to use their shit. They always make it more annoying. They're hitting us with a big helping of slop.
Yes. No, I mean they obviously deserve to be called that, but like, for years people said Internet Exploder, right?
Yeah, but we're still using Windows. We didn't actually use Internet Exploder anymore when we started calling it that. We had our other options, and now we're using Linux part-time, but we're still on Windows.
Do you think Microsoft is legitimately concerned that people are using more Linux?
Yeah, I think they would be. I think they would probably be a little more concerned every year about that. But they know how many people they still have locked into Windows.
I mean, yeah, I only have Linux on one of my computers.
Yeah.
I still have Windows on my laptop, and I haven't fully gotten away from them yet. But I just assumed that, Microsoft is still pretty confident in this idea that like, oh, you're not going to last on Linux. The second you have to fix something in command line, you're going to come running back to us.
Well,
not that you can fix things in Windows.
So is there AI shit they're planned to do something about that? Because it's I can't imagine the kind of person that would work on. Or maybe I just don't feel like I want to.
All the programmers forgot how to code, and they're just using AI to correct the AI problems now. So I don't think it's gonna get better.
I saw something today about how like half of the people online are AI. Like that's a little too bad.
That's a little too bad. I mean, I think a lot of content online, would overwhelmingly be AI if we had that kind of information. Maybe we do. I saw the other day something about Meta and how recently they were on trial for some kind of like antitrust, like all the shit they get sued for all the time. And they made the case, and I think they succeeded at doing this, that Facebook and Instagram can no longer be constituted as social media because more than half of the content people look at on those websites are videos from strangers.
Uh-huh.
So the idea of like sharing things with your friends, it's like they've been successfully moving
brave
people
soul
away from that.
Fighting him all by himself.
They're so brave.
Say that again. That they can no longer be constituted as what?
As social media, because more than half of the content its users are looking at is videos from strangers.
Interesting.
They're not looking at content generated or linked to or shared by their friends. They're looking mostly at things that the algorithm has pushed at them.
So it's just what, a forum? What do you call
I mean,
it?
it's just like, I don't know. It's like, you know,
Like a front page, just like Yahoo.
yeah, front page, exactly. It's like Yahoo, but they aggressively tailor it towards you and what they know is gonna get you clicking.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not social media anymore. Like nobody is making friends or maintaining friendships on these platforms.
No.
They are just sitting on them being distracted.
They're sharing like memes from accounts that, and like those like accounts were there after the human people accounts were there. It's just like meme accounts and fucking bullshit. Like businesses all made a Facebook page at some point in the like early 2010s, and now those pages just share memes like right-wing propaganda or some bullshit.
Yeah. Right, they're all just sharing memes. Funny memes. But yeah, I have noticed, like, because I go on Facebook once a week to talk to our mother, and I used to, while I was waiting for her to message me back, I used to scroll and just be like, let's see who I know who's having a mental breakdown this week. And now when I scroll, I just see things I don't recognize from accounts I don't follow.
Yeah.
I don't see people anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody's moved on, and now it's just bots. It's just like YouTube. It shares you stuff you may like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like YouTube, but like the worst things you've ever seen. Like it's so much worse than YouTube because nobody is creating nobody is even pretending to create like quality content for Facebook. So everything is like, you know, Eminem breaking down during his concert because Charlie Kirk died. Writing a song about him on the spot. So here's something funny and fun to talk about. I was obsessed for a few days with the Michael Jackson documentary from a few years ago.
Yeah.
Leaving Neverland. And by obsessed, I just mean I had to watch all of it. It was like 4 hours long, and I was haunted by it until I finished it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, like when it came out, it was like 2019, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was actually before Jeffrey Epstein was killed in prison. Like it was just on the cusp between like the Me Too era ending and the pedophiles get whatever they want and they don't care if we know it era. And at the time, I didn't want to watch it because it felt like homework. It felt like I'm tired of watching the right show to make sure that I have the right opinion about everything. And
yeah.
it just felt like I was expected to watch it so I could stop enjoying this music. And and I you know, I kind of blocked it out and decided I wasn't interested. So anyway, this Michael Jackson movie just came out, and it's making like $1 bazillion. It's the most successful like musical biopic ever already. And so I was reading some reviews about it, and like pretty consistently what people say about it is not only is it a very bad movie, as all musical biopics are, but it's also pretty fucking evil because it completely glosses over, makes no mention of anything even remotely related to this.
Yeah.
It doesn't even, and you know, their defense of that is that it takes place in the 80s before all of that stuff came out. But they don't even attempt to paint a complex picture of a man who is clearly not well.
Yeah.
And they and you know, they never would, like, as if they made another movie about the 90s, they would mention any of this at all. And yeah, they're gonna release a part 2 is what, yeah, no, they said
And it's just gonna be the worst portrayal of him you can imagine.
Yeah, the most unflattering portrayal. Yeah, no, that's definitely what they'll do, right?
Well, that would make the first movie make sense.
Yes, right. They had a vision for this. They couldn't fit it all in one movie, and now they're going to do all of his victims justice.
And you desperately want to get back to the first movie, but the second movie is just like,
yes.
Oh fuck. Well,
you find this stuff out, and
yeah.
You know, you find this stuff out and you can never forget, and it's ruined you forever for what you know you can never come back from. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what they're going to do in the second movie that'll also make $1 billion. That's so fucking funny that they said that. So anyway, that documentary is basically banned now. It doesn't exist anywhere.
Yeah.
It's off. HBO made it, and it's off HBO. They took it off.
Really?
And they no one wants you to watch it anymore. We're done with that. We're done with caring about that, and we're on to the biggest movie ever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So like, what, without getting too graphic, does the movie is like real, right? Like this shit is real that says in it?
Absolutely. There's no way it's not. The descriptions, the timelines, the two guys who speak out over it, everything sounds true. Everything sounds completely true. And the Jackson estate will tell you that they rehearsed this for a very, very long time. But I 100% believe what these guys are saying. It's two men who were Michael Jackson's favorite during the 80s and 90s, and they defended him for so long.
Yeah.
For so long. They
really?
Testified at his trial in the 90s. Like the first trial, the first time he was accused. They testified. They said he never touched them. They said he would never hurt a child, all this stuff. They defended him forever. Basically until this movie, until this documentary.
Like years after he died.
Yes, exactly. By the time when he died, one of them was still in touch with him. And he wasn't abusing him anymore, but he was still in touch with him. And the last time he saw him, he saw Michael, he was very concerned about him because he was completely addicted and soon to die. And even when he died, this guy eulogized him. This guy in his 20s with his own life, and what it took for both of them. They both ended up getting married and having a child. Not to each other. They individually got married, and when they had a child, the whole thing just haunted them to an unbearable degree. They suffered with the memory for years, but when they had a child, they couldn't keep it to themselves anymore, and they finally told their families. Like, they never told anyone until like 2016 or like a little bit before the movie came out. And it's really fucking awful. Like, it makes everything that I kind of was allowing myself to assume. Like my, my personal story was something like, um, he probably did some creepy things with these kids.
Yeah.
He's a very fucked up guy. He's a very broken person, and he
Right.
didn't understand really what he was doing. What he was doing was abuse, because he was mentally a child.
Right. That's what
He
we've all
didn't know how to
been saying, and we've all been told.
Yeah, he didn't have a childhood.
Yeah.
This is shit that's quoted verbatim by his defenders within the
Mm.
movie. Um,
Yeah.
and um, and uh, and like the fact is that he pursued these children, and he built up
Yeah.
these relationships with them, and he made promises to them, and he gradually took them away from their parents.
Oh
He
my God.
seduced the parents, and
Yeah.
made promises about their career and all this stuff,
Oh
and like
man.
and like and like and broke every one of these boys, by obviously by the abuse itself, but then by letting them down later on. Like this one boy, one of the guys in this documentary, he's from Australia, and he's talking about how gradually over time Michael convinced his mother to move him to LA, because he wasn't seeing him enough. He was calling and faxing this kid all day long, every day. He's obsessed with this boy, 7 years old.
Oh.
And he was already molesting him at this point, but he wanted him in LA because he was in Australia. He convinces the mother, who is a stage mother. She's she claims she wanted him to succeed, but I think she was very enamored with Michael herself, and the fact that she was friends with Michael.
Yeah.
And she broke the family apart. She left the father and one of the sons and went to LA with him. They get to LA, they move in, they don't hear from Michael for days, which is, pretty fucking typical if you've ever moved for a long distance relationship before. They're like, here I am! No Michael. They finally hear from him, and he invites them to the set of Black or White, where they're filming it. And the kid shows up with his mom, and Macaulay Culkin is there.
Yeah.
And he immediately recognizes that he's been replaced.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so fucked up.
Jesus.
At any given time, he had one boy that he took on tour, that he slept in his bed with, that he had over at his house. He always had a little favorite. And he continued to abuse these other boys, but kind of like a couple times a year, just to keep them in his life. And to these boys, they were in love with him. They were crazy about him, and they wanted to be with him because they wanted him to be happy and to like them. And a lot of them were, they wanted to be entertainers. They were incredible dancers. And they wanted to maintain this relationship even as he moved on and he found more kids. These kids went through puberty. He didn't want them anymore. And when he was accused years later, he calls up this little boy who is now a teenager and says, "You got to defend me. You got to help. They're trying to destroy us. They want to take us down." This kid that for years he said, "Don't tell anyone about this because they will send me and you to jail for the rest of our lives."
Shit.
It's so fucking evil. Like, sorry, chat. I am just in disbelief at how truly evil it was, and to the point where he had to die. He had to fucking die because they kept, they were settling cases. The first kid who accused him, Johnny Cochran, defended him, and they settled for like $20 million.
Oh my God.
And the kids in this documentary and their families were like, well, they're just doing it for money. They're just out for money. And they defended Michael through the entire thing. And yeah, it wasn't until so many years later when they finally realized. I mean, I was, I was totally confounded by this one mother in particular who was without a clue the entire time and doesn't seem to blame herself all that much in hindsight.
Yeah.
But really the center of everything is that this guy who had unfathomable fame just started hanging out with them and making them crazy. And yeah, just took their kids away from them. They would all go to his Neverland ranch or to one of his big houses somewhere, and the parents would sleep on another floor. It's so fucking sick. So anyway. It's yes, one of the kids' dads did kill himself, the one who got moved away from. He was depressed, and it added to his depression. It literally tore his family apart. I'm just thinking about and we've kind of seen this with J.K. Rowling to some degree. I don't think it's to the scale of Michael Jackson, but it's like I said about Harry Potter, where it's like there is this teeny tiny little pie slice of people whose conscience forbids them from ever enjoying this music again. I feel like I've joined those ranks. I've been haunted by that fucking music for days. I've been haunted by Thriller. I've been haunted by Wanna Be Starting Something. It's just making me insane. Evil music to me now. So there's the teeny tiny little pie slice of people like me, people who arrived at this earlier than me, who just can't fucking enjoy this anymore. Then you've got people, then you've got a tiny, also tiny pie slice of people who have made who know about it, but have made justifications or obscured some of it, or think that, it's fine to separate all this. And, they've decided they've either listened to it or they're very conflicted about it, You have those two slices, and then you've got the fucking Pac-Man with his mouth almost completely closed, going, watching those fucking movies, listening to that music for the rest of time.
Yeah, unbothered, knows all about it, but who cares?
Doesn't like what they know, what they don't know, irrelevant. It's just no one cares.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did know without even watching that documentary. I know that he wasn't doing anything, like what he was doing with kids was inappropriate, and
Yeah.
without having to know any more than that, I was still like, like, it's a great bass. What do you want? He didn't play the bass. Come on. I mean, yeah, like Michael was also he was in that movement. He was in that pocket. He didn't own it completely. He was one of many electronic dance, that sort of thing, artists. And a lot of stuff that just
he borrowed that face.
His face wasn't even his. No, he took the face. The face was someone else's.
I think Diana Ross.
Oh shit! They all blew up. Oh god, I'm alive.
No.
I'm alive, but I lost all of those bombs. Whoops, an idiot. And I lost 3 Pikmin.
Yeah.
But yeah, Diana Ross's face is like the bad guy from Face Off. Just take the face and run. And, you know, moonwalk away with your face. I mean, Michael Jackson, yeah, certainly evil. I mean, I think what people are worried about is that they're worried that it's true and that he's also a genius and that he's a genius because he's evil or something. I don't think that's it. I don't think you have to worry about that, right?
No. I mean, I will say, like I am not at all denying Michael Jackson's talent. The little boy that he abused,
Oh no.
I think the little boy he abused is as good as he is. He is an amazing dancer, amazing dancer who went on to choreograph like NSYNC and Britney Spears.
Okay.
And, like, he had a lot of success in his own right. When he was 5 years old, he was dancing like Michael Jackson on the stage. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
obviously he needed Michael Jackson to exist. He was inspired by that, but I think he has it, you know? He has just as much it, and it's very hard to have that much it. And when you have it, people do tend to take your childhood away from you.
Yeah.
That is not a requirement, but it does seem to happen often.
Yeah. Yeah, Mozart was like a 6-year-old playing for the King of Vienna.
Yes, playing blindfolded for the king.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's too bad. I mean, you know, there's like that show Dance Moms, and like, you know, sometimes you'll talk to someone who had a dance mom, and it's just like an episode of a show where a character reveals that they can tap dance. It's like, you can tap dance, but like that just like really happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this kid is so good. He danced on stage with Michael Jackson when he was 5 years old. He was like the most talented dancer in Australia. Like,
yeah.
You know, I think his mother believed that he needed to get out of Australia to make
attach yourself to big name like fish. Michael Jackson. I mean, that's
you know, I don't know if you can say he actually helped his career. Like, maybe he did. He said he would. He definitely pretended like he would. They met a lot of famous people. I don't know if that's why, though. I think he legitimately was that good. I think there's another world where he was not abused and was able to maintain that talent. And, you know, if there isn't, then I think he probably would have preferred to not be abused, you know?
I don't think talent scouts abusing you is part of the package.
Yeah, but it does, like, when you get closer to the, you know, just going to Hollywood and being a talented child, you're gonna get fucked with.
It's
like, you have to have incredibly.
That's what happened to Michael, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, his father abused them, and then, you know, like he received enough from his own family. Like, he was not a child. He was a performer from childhood. And with all the insane shit that comes along with that, he's a product. Yeah, no, I mean, his dad would like kick his ass if he didn't dance. You know, it was abuse from the start.
By the way, look up Michael Jackson's dad. You have to see what this motherfucker looks like. He looks like a cartoon character. He looks like a cartoon gangster.
Yeah, he looks like a villain. He's also extremely evil man. Died in 2018. Plenty of time to take advantage of his son's legacy.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, just evil all the way down. Best I think it's important to remember the evil of it. I think it is important that to me, I felt like I spent enough time. I felt like I owed these guys 4 hours of my time to hear what they had to say.
Yeah.
And I think it's best that I heard what they had to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, no,
You know, I can imagine it now. Like, you know, I have an idea of what it's like before seeing it, and I know it's gonna be bad. Yeah, you were talking about this before, right? That like you've been putting it off for years, and
Yeah.
you just watched it like just recently.
Like a couple of days ago, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I
that's
wouldn't
so
say I'd
horrible that
recommend
it's
it.
like banned, it's like gone. Like, HBO produced it, and
Yeah.
now they're hiding it. They're all
hiding it.
guilty. They're all fucking
Yeah.
guilty, and they're
Yeah,
showing how guilty they are. Sorry, Pikmin.
by hiding
They
it.
got killed. Let like
Yeah,
30 of
no.
them get eaten.
It looks very guilty, but at the same time, there's just not going to be a critical mass of people who bother to pirate it. They're just going to accept what streaming has given or not given them.
I guess, but who cares about the critical mass? That's just like, I don't know, this it's just fucking data. It's just inflated numbers. It's all bullshit. Everybody fucking knows what Michael Jackson did.
Yeah, they know.
They know,
Well,
and you know, they're listening to the music anyway. It's because not everybody is thinking about it. You know, I mean,
No.
yeah, there are people who are yet to learn it, but then there's people who just aren't thinking about it.
They just, yeah, they aren't thinking about it. Well, what was I gonna say? I think that, like, you know, you could probably make a case that Michael Jackson kind of drugged himself to death. Maybe not like, you know, a decisive suicide, but he sank deeper into addiction. You know, he surrounded himself with this, you know, at least one doctor who would provide him with all of the pills he wanted.
Yeah.
And he died over the course of a few years of doing that. And I think you could also make the case that, like, it was a really good career move for him to die because do you remember the way we thought of Michael Jackson in like the 2000s?
Yeah, he was like he was like the boogeyman. He would hold his baby over a balcony, and
Yeah.
his nose fell off. He was a demon. We were scared of him.
Yeah, like in the 90s, people started calling him Wacko Jacko.
Wacko
And
Jacko.
every time he was on the news, it was a disaster. And
Yeah.
he was just looking worse, looking more washed up, more criminal all
More
the
plastic
time.
surgery than before.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the early 90s, it wasn't quite there yet. He still had a lot of goodwill.
Yeah.
And by the time he died, everyone fucking hated him. Everyone was sick of him, or at least, you know, a lot of people were. And I mean,
No
maybe
one wanted to
maybe
hear
that's
more
an
music
illusion
from
too.
him. I mean,
No.
you know, I think there is a separation because people don't all think about Michael when they listen to Billie Jean. It's like, you know, it's like you're not even always thinking about the Addams Family when da 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 da, like at the baseball game. That's just part of the tradition. I don't know. Like
Right, there's just like happy birthday.
Yeah, nobody knows who wrote that, but they're certainly going to get residuals for it every time it's played at a
Yeah.
baseball game. Michael Jackson just happens to have been the guy to make that song, and, you know, dum, 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 dum. Like, he didn't come up with that, and I'm not going to stop thinking it's good, because he can't, you know, he can't molest how I feel about it. Like, I can certainly hate him, but, like, you know, I'm also not gonna like put that song on if somebody's really sensitive about Michael Jackson. Oh fuck, they're gonna walk into this guy, aren't they?
I mean, I'm so haunted by what I know now that I can't imagine wanting to hear that song or being like, hey, when it comes on. Like my carefree days are over.
Yeah.
but I know what
Well,
you
then
mean.
then the
It's
music
exactly
is
the
dead
reason.
too. The music died as well as he did. I mean, at least for you, it died.
Yeah, I feel like it did, because I'm just hearing it in my nightmares now.
Yeah, I mean, what joy are you going to get out of that? There's nobody on this earth that you can introduce this music to be like, yeah, you're gonna love this part.
No, I'm not gonna play it for my kids, so they're
No,
just not going to hear it
he'll
until
hear it on a
they'll hear
commercial
it at
or
the
some
grocery
shit.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll hear it a little, but there won't be anyone there to be like, he's the king. Um, like it's just,
Well,
I just can't.
I mean, Elvis was also a fucking pedophile.
Was he?
Yeah, his Priscilla was like 15 years old.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right. He did date a teenager. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like this is if you want like I've heard the expression, if you can either have the music or the truth. You can't have both. And I think, that is true, that like at a certain point you're going to find out most of them did date a teenager. Like,
yeah,
quite a few of them dated a teenager. She was 14 according to the chat.
All right.
I'm not going to try and defend Elvis for that, but I do think that like dating a teenager that you will eventually marry is like a little lower on the evil scale than
Macaulay Culkin when he was a little boy.
What is a little boy? Well, just having an organized network of children to
Oh
abuse.
my god!
Like having your own fucking incorporated village of children to abuse.
Well, I guess Michael was an even bigger star. He was big in the whole world, not just America.
Yeah, that is the other thing. Like, when he died, Wacko Jacko, who I just said everyone hated, the viewer count, his funeral was televised, and the viewer count estimates are somewhere between 800 million and 1 billion. Like, everyone with a pulse on Earth.
Yeah.
Everyone with electricity and a pulse on Earth.
You'll find a lot of, people, and by people I mean completely fabricated AI bots, believe nowadays that he was innocent. You see it a lot in comment sections, and these bots, which I'm assuming are bots, because they all seem to have like the same exact script that they're saying. Are always talking about how he's been fully exonerated.
Well, I mean I think, the billionaire class has an invested interest in shutting down any sort of mass information campaign that reveals networks of children to abuse.
Yeah.
It's just like because it's really just, I know this to be true because of the Epstein files, but I feel like I was naive for so long to the sense that children are completely defenseless in the face of money and power. Like there is no stopping that from happening. As long as these people have $1 billion and fame, they're going to abuse children whenever they want to.
Yeah.
And the consequences, and there are quite a few people who do not want to see any consequences for that, for anyone, because it is perhaps it's perhaps the most elite form of class solidarity you can show, is to defend another pedophile and who had an organized network of children.
Yeah.
You wonder if anyone will ever be that famous again. Yeah, I mean, I think in our lifetime, that's the most famous person, right?
Michael? Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think he was bigger than Jesus. Even so.
Well, I think like Michael, like the Beatles were very big, but we weren't fully in a global economy at that point, you know? Like, I think Michael was the star of the global world, as you
Uh-oh.
know. You can't get him over.
I was saying about Michael, but I also lost a Pikmin, uh-oh, to that as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, when like, because like, I don't know that we had really like such a fully formed like global monoculture. Like, I don't think that was possible
We
before the
are the
80s.
world. We
Yeah, we
are
are the
the
world.
children.
You think Rick and Morty are more famous? Yeah, Pickle Rick is more famous than Michael.
Well, yeah, I think Michael Jackson is like, there's no way he could have become famous again. You know, his death made him famous because that's just like it's still just like about the rest of his life, like, you know, the part of his life where he was famous. So like,
Yeah.
you know, if he released a new album, that wouldn't get 1 billion viewers.
No, definitely not.
Maybe people
His
were
time had come
happy
and
to
gone.
celebrate his death because they knew what he did and they were glad he was dead.
They're glad he was dead. Well, you know, that's
They could
like,
maybe they were
I
like,
think,
now I can finally enjoy his music because he's dead.
right. Because he will never victimize a child again.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, like his estate still victimizes the victims. You know.
Oh my
They,
gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no, they are, you know, they're not children anymore, so at least he's not making new victims.
So
But
like those guys who stuck up for him for years and then eventually told, what are they doing to them? Are they serving them with papers, defamation?
I mean, probably. I don't know exactly what they have done, but you know, they have gone to court. One of them has an ongoing civil case that I think is going to involve both of them. For years it was dismissed because he was told that it was too late, and then in the state of California, the laws changed so that the statute of limitations was lengthened. So there is an open case since I think 2023 or so.
Wow.
We do not know the outcome yet. Yeah.
And when did the
but, you
movie
know.
come out? Around then, or was it before that?
2019. So after
It's
the
been a
movie
while.
came out, yeah.
The movie's
After
been
the movie
sitting
came out, the
waiting
laws
for you.
changed. I know. The movie waits. Justice waits. I mean, I hope these guys get it someday.
Yeah,
I
that'd
mean,
be
you
good
know,
for them.
I think, you know, they're never going to have total justice done. It's impossible. What happened to them happened, and their abuser is dead.
Yeah.
And both of them have families and what appears to be a very, you know, a life full of love, and you know, they've weathered it, they've survived, and they've told their story. So I don't know that it's ever going to get better for them, but I'm sure, you know, $200 million would be nice. Anything that would harm the company would be nice, you know?
Yeah, well, what does the company do? I mean, I guess they still make millions of dollars off his music to this day.
And the movie that was just made.
Right. They just made a fucking movie. Although, didn't you say that it sucked? Is it doing well despite that?
It's doing extremely well.
Oh, I see.
It's doing
Okay.
better. It's doing better than any other like musical biopic has ever done.
Yeah.
They're making a fortune right now. And really, all of the money should be going to, you know, some sort of survivors charity.
Yeah.
It should be sold. It should be sold to the Onion to make fun of it forever and raise money for the families.
Who'd they get to play Michael?
His nephew Jafar Jackson.
Jafar. The
Yeah, his
return
name
of
is Jafar.
Jafar.
Yeah, and you know, he looks a little like him.
Jafar? Oh, Michael, yeah.
Yeah. Evil Vizier.
Evil Vizier.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Jafar.
The Jafar. Is Michael Jafar. That sucks.
Yeah, Jafar Jackson. Yeah, it sucks.
Sucks ass. But, you know, he's dead. What are you gonna do about it?
He dead. No, I mean, I think that is the important part, is that he's dead, and it seems that his death did release at least some of these boys from their secret, you know.
Yeah.
They were able to admit what happened and come to terms with it without letting it consume them, and without blaming themselves anymore, or feeling that what happened to them was what they needed to accept as normal. Like that has to have been, you know, some relief to them to be able to do that. But
Yeah.
it was hard for them when he died. And I think, you know, it is hard for people when their abuser dies, because it means that there are just things that, like, if you had any hope that something somehow would be resolved between you,
Yeah.
it's never going to be possible. But it probably wasn't anyway.
Yeah, imagine trying to resolve it with Michael.
He would just have to go to prison, and that wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have helped to make that happen in his lifetime.
No, he would have fought them. No,
Yeah.
no, you've become one of them. You're against us. You're against us. We're in danger.
That's exactly how it would have gone. Like, when one of them refused to testify, he didn't even say, like, I'm going to tell people what you did. He just said, I can't go through it again. I'm not going to testify. Michael suddenly turned on him and said, I'm sending my lawyers on you.
Yeah.
No, I'm sending my lawyers on you.
I didn't want to have to send my lawyers on you. Look what you made me do. This is a great sadness. I'd hoped, I'd prayed that you'd be real and that our love was true. Look what you made me do to you, someone I loved.
This is like very, very
like
good.
He's Joe. Right here with us.
I think you've got a new guy to do.
I think I could play him. I think I might be white enough to play Michael. I think I could do the voice. Oh, he's non-aggressive, I think. No, he's taking my food. Hey!
What is he? He's a bad little
He's
boy.
bad.
Yeah.
Get him. I need more friends. But yeah, no, Michael, he's the disgusting, disfigured old pervert. Now he's the dead one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's bones.
No, you don't understand. We had a special secret. I asked you to keep it. No! Oh my god, I can't. There's no way. I lost all of my blue guys. I needed those guys.
Oh no.
Continue from last save.
Ah.
That's what that's for. I don't know what you're supposed to do if you lose all your blue ones. I guess you just leave, and then but when you come back, the onion is out of the water, so you could just like. But like, I don't know. Maybe you get like a free Pikmin if you lose all of them or something.
Get a free Pikmin.
You want a fway?
As a prize.
Have a prize.
Uh-oh. Oh.
What?
The game froze. The game froze for a second, but it seems like everything's back.
Ah, okay. I didn't mean to come here.
Raising asks if Macaulay Culkin was abused. Well, he's never admitted to it. If he was,
He
I
he
mean,
always he
I
always stuck up for Michael, but now knowing that
yeah,
those other kids did too, it makes me wonder. He probably was abused. That's just
yeah,
how it looks.
that's my sense, that if the others would deny it for this long, then it's totally plausible that he would. And by his, to him, it probably seems like there is no benefit whatsoever for him coming out with that information. You don't really get much from being a named victim, and you mostly just get vitriol. And for him, it would be even higher profile than these kids who weren't famous. And uh, he might have looked at the landscape and said, I think enough people have said this that, you know, whoever's going to believe him is going to believe him. And there's no sense in blowing up my entire life. Telling people this painful thing about
I
me.
guess there's no sense in making the rest of my life about him. I'm just gonna have an official statement, and then when I'm 96, I'll come clean and say, yeah, he touched me or something.
Yeah, it's really sad because it's not up to these people to admit such a painful thing to the world, but
Yeah,
like I can't say I hold it against him that he wouldn't admit it.
that's none of our
But
business. I mean, it's the
yeah,
it's the law's business. But then
yeah,
it becomes just like entertainment fans are the ones talking
yeah,
about it.
exactly. And if you're a famous actor, why would you willingly do that to yourself? It would probably just create so much anguish in his life to do that. It seems pretty
Yeah,
likely to me because
it would
he,
cause more
he
pain, and this is what people like Michael do: is they just like ruin your whole life.
yeah. Well, the other thing is that these boys didn't admit it because they had been abused for so long that it became this normal thing for them. And even admitting out loud that it wasn't normal is shattering for them. They thought that they had a romantic relationship with him.
Yeah.
And even when he died, they were like, "Oh no, my boyfriend Michael died."
Uh,
It's really hard for them to not see it that way. They don't see they didn't see it for years as like my abuser died.
yeah.
Um, they just for some reason when somebody else has this inappropriate kind of relationship with the child, it's different, and with him it's something else.
Yeah, well, it's some
Um,
famous fucking guy. They're
yeah, it's a
above the
famous fucking
law.
guy.
They're above all exceptions are made. Um,
Yes. So
Dan
yeah.
Schneider was fired from Nickelodeon because of alleged abuse, which I don't think was
Yeah.
ever investigated. I think we just
Oh no.
let that one
They just
go.
so they just fired him? I mean,
They
I
just
think
fired him, yeah.
did the accusers come forward with their names?
I think Amanda Bynes was one of them.
Really? And she came forward about it?
Well, I don't know if she actually said anything specific. She just went on
Mm,
some Twitter rants about how she hated her parents, and hated Dan Schneider and a bunch of
people
other
connected the dots.
yeah, a bunch of other kids who worked on his shows have echoed that he's a creep.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
So it's really hard to investigate this stuff if people don't get named. Like
yeah,
if people don't come forward with a testimony, it's very hard to get them on it.
yeah.
I imagine someone has tried, but yeah, that could be the reason it wasn't. Lori Beth Denberg accused him? Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Somebody says they don't. Blaisdell says they don't think he was actually fired. He was neither investigated nor fired.
I mean, I thought the news, well, you know, I remember seeing in the news that he was fired, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe he was rehired, because they have done that, Nick, where they rehired sex offenders after they were arrested.
When no one's looking, no one's paying attention anymore. Well, yeah, and they're saying that he directed the iCarly reboot. He worked on the iCarly reboot.
Oh, so yeah, he's back, I guess.
He's back.
This is like the boogeyman. He's back. It's being haunted.
I'm just telling Oscar that I'll be done streaming in about 10 minutes. He wants to talk. Aw. Fired, but still being paid. Yeah, they booked out an office for him.
Well, that's strange. Anyway.
Yeah, I would like to know if anything ever came of that. That sounds repulsive.
Yeah.
In her book, she wrote about the creator and said he was an abusive figure. So she didn't, but she didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the legal ramifications here, but from what I've heard, it's very hard to convict anybody based on hearsay or people or whisper network stuff, and the victim really needs to put their ass on the chopping block for anything to happen. Winding Vertex, if you just came in, we talked about Michael Jackson for like an hour, and now we're done.
Yeah.
Unless you've got more to say, Joe.
More to say? Please, let me talk more. I have more to say. You haven't listened to me at all. You haven't listened to my side of the story. Well, here it goes.
I can't.
All right, that's enough.
I couldn't hear any of that, but your tone sounded hilarious.
It's weird that it didn't come through. But yeah, no.
I don't know.
We don't have to listen to Michael anymore. He can shut up. I mean, he's really irritating to listen to. Yeah. He has nothing good to say. He says only lies.
Yeah, all lies. So, Croaky Boy asks if we'll ever do a let's play of Station to Station or Dog of Wisdom. I think we did do a Dog of Wisdom let's play. So you're asking?
Yeah,
if
we played through that.
Maybe when if it ever comes out on another platform, we'll
sure.
We'll do a Dog of Wisdom playthrough. And as far as Station to Station, I don't know if I'll do it on Thingus. I'll do it at some point, but the game's still pretty new, so I'm not gonna give it all. I'm not gonna give it all up just yet. But maybe when it's been out for a year or something, I'll do a dev playthrough.
I think Thingus is mostly games we know pretty well, like games that we remember, games that have a like a meaning to us that's been like sort of, I don't know, fermenting.
Yes. Well, yeah, I mean, I know my game very well. You know your game very well, but yeah, it's not quite the same when we made it. It's not quite
I made this game. That's
but I
a
guess
Thingus.
It doesn't matter if it's yes.
It's like, I don't know, we were just like arguing. I think there were some times where like I made Meredith laugh. Like I think while we were fighting, it was like, how would you know that? Because I made this game.
Yeah, we were like talking about a game, and I was arguing. I don't remember what game it was, but you're like, you decided you would have the utmost authority if you said you made the game.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I was like, you know, trying to say I was right about something. I think it was Final Fantasy 3. I forget exactly what we were arguing about, but you know,
I made this game. Like, wow, like even knowing what it would be like to make a game, we didn't know it all. But you can still claim that.
Unfortunately, the times where me and Meredith like played a game together kind of stop at this point. I remember playing Pikmin when Meredith was around, but then she went off to college, you know, which you'd know if you played her game.
I was already busy getting high and making friends. It was a whole nother life for me. We've got 5 more minutes? Not even. We're almost done. It's any final thoughts?
Let's see. I wrote a bunch of shit down.
You're gonna start saying that to your son. You made this game.
The Toy Story 3D Disney Castle, and how over the years they've continuously replaced that castle with an unnecessarily more detailed castle.
Yes, like the first one. Ba-da.
Yeah,
and it's the first note of the movie.
It's like a basic little castle. It has no textures. It's just white and blue, and it's on a little blue sky. Yeah, kind of.
It looks like a toy. And now, like, all right, I haven't seen the latest version of Disney, but I can imagine what it looks like. You're like moving through the sky, and fireworks are going off, and every time a firework explodes, you see a character from a Disney movie in full detail reenacting a sequence from that movie. But completely reanimated. It's not the clip. It's not a clip of the movie. It's an original animation. And like then the camera pans down to like a POV shot of Tinkerbell flying, and she flies through a fucking, you know, grotto under the sea, and then through like, you know, through like 5 different fantasy lands. And then finally gets to the castle, which is so fucking detailed. You can see people walking around on the outside of it.
So first they made the one I described. Then they changed it to a more detailed castle with like a train in the background with like smokestack coming out of the train and like, you know, some fireworks. And what you described is very close to what they changed it to again. Like they changed it again, and yeah, you fucking fly through a stupid like world. It's like the same world with more detail, with the same stupid train, except you get closer to the train this time. The only thing they don't have that you described was the characters. They don't have Tinkerbell or like any of the scenes, because that would be more work. That's like that's getting too off course with like the branding. I mean the best branding was the first castle they had, which was just like a castle with lines through it for some reason. You know, it's like 70s or something. Yeah. It's got like a printer friendly design. So like they turned that into a 3D Toy Story castle when they made those movies. But they got rid of those, and now they have way too much shit going on in this castle. It's like, I don't know, I think the simplicity was what made the branding good. That like you can expect a lot of detail from what's inside, not the castle itself.
Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly. Like, why do they think you want to see so much of the castle? You came to see the movie. They've already got your money.
Yeah, they've already got your money.
The last thing the castle does, after all the fireworks go off and you've, like, centered the castle in the image, is it, like, a picture of your face appears in the middle of the castle, and it says, "Made by you."
And your face is overexposed and blurry, like you're on a rocket ship, and like the exhaust of the rocket ship is right next to you.
You're looking a little away. Your face is completely featureless from exposure.
It's just like doubles of you. Like there's like two. It looks like you have 4 eyes.
Yeah, that's Disney. That they should have kept the Pixar logo. That was great.
Yeah, that one was fine. It was good enough. It did what I don't know. It did what it's supposed to do, and no more than that. It's good that it's simple.
Yeah. It was, you know, it was also when we were children.
When everything was better in the 90s.
All right, I think that's our show tonight.
Yeah, that's all,
thanks
folks.
everyone for watching Thingus in the Afternoon.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.